My wife cheated on me. I am about to get a divorce. What should I do? Please advise me. Story 1. Dear friends, this is a very embarrassing question, just because I have no clue what to do next. If you know the experiences, please advise me. My story. I was an international student after I got my PhD degree in MeHe. I met my wife, and get married. Currently, my first job income is not that bad, because I work in a small area in Iowa. So, just a brief number is $100K a year. There is a big gap between my family and my wife's family. My family is highly educated, my mom is a professor, and my dad works in a stock company. Her mom is just a waitress, barely can speak English, and her stepfather work in a 4-8 PPL small company. Anyway, they are the nice person for sure, but they don't care about education at all. So, after I met my wife, I started to pay tuition fees for the dental hygienist program in NM. The cost is about $6K 10K per year. I already paid 4 years now. I love kids, and I wanted kids, but I can't since I think there will be no way she can finish her school with kids. BTW, I have a big pressure when I was a postdoc, but I can share or talk with my wife, because she doesn't know how to respond at all. 2 years ago, I found my current job in Iowa. She is still in NM since her study is not over yet. There are too many arguments between me and her. Basically, 2 things. 1. My place is too small, she doesn't want to come here. Instead, she said too many times, she wanted to find a job in California. 2. My income, $100K, is too low. She asked 50% promotion for each 2-3 years. Yes, I am a loser in front of her. I tried my best way to impress her with my company and my place, such as taking her around my small town here, and show her how the company looks like inside. About 1 month ago, she suddenly said, she wanted to continue the master degree so she won't come to my place. So, I saw something could come at end of the year. I may start to get a divorce if she finally made her call not to join me. However, there was a bomb yesterday. There is one guy who messaged me on FB Messenger. The brief idea are 1. They are in a relationship since January 2021, all they do is call, video chat, not met yet. 2. My wife promised him, they will be together, and she will go to California to have a job. Everything makes sense now. 3. He contacted me, because he said something to my wife too aggressively, so he blacklisted him. So, he just massively send messages to my wife's FB friends. 4. He called me, he said he sent about $1,000 to her during these 8 months, and she also sent something back to him, but not pricey from my money, of course. 5. Bummer, this guy doesn't know my wife is married. My wife never told him her true status. 6. Of course, this guy doesn't know who I am. I was talking very calm. Since I caught my wife red-handed, I screenshotted the message from that guy. My wife admitted everything was true. So, on the phone, we currently agreed that we will divorce peacefully, which means, I don't owe you anything, you don't owe me anything. Now, my question. 1. Now, I need to protect myself. Please advise me how to do this divorce peacefully. My wife is childish, but she is not a bad person. But I don't want to have surprises later. I just want to end this ASAP. Please advise me about those processes with details. How many does this thing cost, just briefly? 2. I do have screenshot of that guy's FB Messenger message. Almost everything he mentioned was in that screenshot. Those $1,000 gift story was on the phone. I don't have the record. 3. My background is simple, me and her, we don't have too many shared properties. We both live in Apt, no house. My car title is also only me. We have no kids. We don't have any whatever business stuff as well. Story 2. Wife cheated on me while she was out of town. I'm lost. I'm heartbroken beyond what these words will convey. I'm infinitely sad. I'm confused. I haven't slept more than 30 minutes in the past 6 days. I'm not eating or taking care of myself. A little background. I'm early 40s. Wife is mid 30s. Married almost 7 years and together 10. I thought, obviously incorrectly, That we were happy and working together on some basic life goals. We all have debt payoff, retirement, traveling, etc. We've been in the process of remodeling our home. We have plans, is my point, that we were actively talking about. Then came last week. I'll spare the details, but I happened to pick up my wife's phone after I saw it was vibrating on the counter. She had it face down. I read a text message from the guy that she cheated with a couple weeks earlier while out of town. I then proceeded to read more text messages from my wife to her friend where she bragged about how good it was and how she could barely walk the next day. My heart sank. I decided to immediately confront her and ask if she was cheating. She confessed. I asked why she did it. She said she's unhappy. I asked about what. She told me that her friends told her she's different around them than she is when she's with me. She told me that she feels like she can't be herself around me. And then she said she wasn't satisfied in the bedroom. She admitted that she was drunk when this happened but was emphatic that it 100% consensual. She said the guy was easy to talk to, was physically attractive, was charming, was positive. We talked for a couple hours that night about what you would expect. She told me she didn't know if she wanted to save our marriage. She said that she may have damaged it too much and that it would be easier to not fix it. I was initially going to grab a bag and leave that night to get away. After a bit I thought better of that and told her no. I wasn't leaving. She doesn't get to do this and then I leave. So she left and went to a friend's. She came back early the next morning and packed up a few things and grabbed the dogs. We sat again and talked for a few hours. I need to understand how she could betray me like this. I need to know why she didn't give me the courtesy of talking to me about this before it got to this. She just kept apologizing and saying she was sorry. Never once did she drop to her knees and beg to fix this. Or for forgiveness. Nothing. Eventually we'd had enough and she left. She has now gone to her parents too, I thought, figure this out and try to get her head on straight. I know that I am a basket case and barely function. I assumed she was as well. She has since told me that she hasn't talked to anyone yet about this, not even her parents, because she's not ready. Fine. Fair enough. But I made the mistake of looking at our shared cell phone plan to see if in fact she really had stopped talking to this guy. Once again I was devastated. Since the first time they had time there have been hundreds of text messages including picture messages every single day, all day. She tells me she's not ready to talk to anyone yet. She's sending this guy hundreds of texts all day long from early morning until late night. I confronted her about this as well. I guess she finally put 2 and 2 together and figured out that I must have looked at our cell phone bill. Her response was I won't be spied on and if I want to talk to him right now I'm going to. And she went and got her own cell phone. I asked what was so special about this guy and the response is he's positive and easy to talk to. I'll also mention that he's married and has 2 small children. We have decided to stop all communication until Saturday or Sunday, at which time we will talk. I requested that rather than talk on the phone we actually get together face to face and talk. In retrospect I'm not 100% sure that's the best idea. I'm not an idiot. I see it staring me right in the face. My wife that I knew a month ago is gone. She doesn't care about me. About us. About our life. Nothing. What I don't know what do is what to do now. I'm devastated beyond words. The most I've been able to muster is to contact a counselor and talk with them. My first appointment was this morning. Above and beyond that, however, I just simply don't know what to do. I have so many questions. I need to know the answers to why. I didn't deserve this. I love my wife. I want her back. I'm just so lost and I don't know how I can carry on with this heartbreak and betrayal, especially when she shows little to no remorse for it and continues to talk to this guy. I don't expect any answers. I know I won't ever get any to many of my questions. Thank you for letting me vent. Redditors' reactions. Redditor 1, tell the guy's wife. Redditor 2, take it from a woman your wife has mentally checked out a while ago. She doesn't want to be with you, nor does she respect you at this point. Don't be desperate enough to beg for her back. Let her go and move on. Edit, I wasn't trying to S it on you. Just wanted to give you my point of view of generally what this sort behavior means on a woman's end. Redditor 3, op, you need to take action fast. Here are some things to do. Make sure you have all the proof you can get. File for divorce immediately and have her severed in the most humiliating way possible. Tell everybody, family, friends, boshly anybody that will listen, affairs live in the dark. Hire a pie and find out about her AP. Once you have the information, find a way to let his wife know, and show all the evidence. I promise you he will drop your STBXW the moment his wife finds out. Get STD tested. Tell everybody, family, friends, basically anybody that will listen, affairs live in the dark. Go no contact and block her on everything, phone, social, everything. Start working out and eating better, become the best you possible, take yourself a vacation and get away from the area for a while. There is no guarantee that she will come crawling back, but if she does, then you make the decision if you will let her back into your life on your terms. In all honesty, if she cannot communicate to you if she is unhappy and hooks up with a random strange and is most likely raw time and then emasculates you to her friends about how much better this guy was than the husband she promised to love, honor, and cherish, then she is not worth having. Good luck, and we are all here for you.